you think about this, like, especially in America, like, the masculine energy rules, you know,
Yeah.
like structure, organization, linear numbers, like even in the fitness community, like we write down, you know, the loads that we use that day. Let's go up by 5% next week, or let's, you know, do 30% chains or bands or whatever. You know, you measure your progress with numbers, how fast you did something, how many rounds you got, sort of thing. And the masculine energy has dominated, you know, and like we were talking about, they're the ones that wrote the textbook. And nowhere were people that, males or females, were they encouraged to embrace that feminine energy of, how am I feeling right now? And if I'm feeling shitty, that's okay, but let's explore this, you know? Whereas if you feel anything, don't feel anything, much less it be a negative feeling, because let's mask that up, you know? So I think if we could just use a little more feminine energy, especially in our society, it would go a long way. But, you know, that's one thing. For instance, I'm going to relate this to fitness and training. As like, fitness is one of our 4 pillars in Birthfit. And when women start with us, especially, you know, they show up at the coach seminar, the online programs, they're so used to like CrossFitting their face off, or, you know, going hard in the paint, or these are like some phrases we hear, or like being left just dead after a workout, you know? And it's like, no, like, this is a different season. Like maybe that was last season and this is pregnancy season. These workouts are designed to make you feel good, or to make you get to know your body on a deeper level. You know, approach these with curiosity and see what comes up. And so we'll write things like continuous workflow for 20 minutes as opposed to AMRAP, you know, as many reps as possible. Don't do that. Like, just flow for 20 minutes and see how you feel afterwards. You know, maybe you stop 10 minutes into it because you're at like weeks 9 or 10 and your morning sickness is like not getting better. You know, maybe you tried to move for a little bit and that's it. But yeah, I think if we could embrace the feminine energy early on, then any human can start to explore emotions on a deeper level, and specifically, like you said, to surrender to what's going on, you know. And one of our other pillars is mindset, and one of like the brief definition we have for mindset is to create space between a stimulus and a response. And that would be like, all this stuff is happening in labor, right, or birth, and it's like, hold on, like, let me just take a breath and breathe. Okay, I can handle this one contraction. This is the only contraction I have right now in front of me. Let me do this one. And then when that contraction leaves, cleansing breath, let it go. It's in the past. All right, next one comes up. So you're only embracing whatever you need to embrace and surrendering to whatever is right there in front of you, and then letting the rest go. But yeah, I don't think nobody teaches us, and hopefully, you know, the next generations will be taught a little bit different, because we're having conversations like this, you know, to embrace vulnerability and just show up and be able to let yourself go in the moment, whatever that moment is.